Hey everyone, I'm back with another video, and today I want to talk a quick little bit about what I feel the new Saints Row game needs. Now, there's a lot of different things you can attribute to that, and when it comes to NPCs, when it comes to more missions, when it comes to more side activities, and that's all fine and good, and a lot of other Saints Row YouTubers have covered this topic before. But the one thing that I really want to see in this new game, and I think a lot of other people think so too, is more discoverable buildings. And when I say that, I'm talking mostly about more buildings that we can actually enter, that we can actually walk around in, drive in, interact with, things like that. There's a lot of different things in this game. There's a lot of new things in this game that I feel like need to be explored. There's a lot of buildings in Santa Elisa that I'm pretty sure should be able to be walked into. In Saints Row 2, as you see, there was the mall. And in the mall, you could drive in the mall. You could walk around. There was like 3 or 4 floors of things you could walk around and do. Now, obviously, I'm not an idiot. I know that you couldn't walk around every single store in the mall, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is this mall was huge. This mall had NPCs that you could interact with, and they even complimented you sometimes. They even commented about certain things in the game despite, or depending on rather, where you were in the story. Sometimes they mentioned how they were sorry about Carlos. They mentioned Mr. Sunshine in the Sons of Samdi arc. They mention a lot of different things. They mention how you bury one of the Ronin alive. And that's one of the things that I think this game, the new Saints Row game, needs, is something like that. Something where you can actually interact and engage and actually walk around. And with all the buildings that they have, they said that this is the most expansive, the biggest map they've ever done in a Saints Row game. And I'm inclined to believe them. But that will mean absolutely nothing if we can't go around this map and actually go into these buildings. And I have a picture of the map right now that you can see on the screen. And as you can see, there's some things that I feel like need to be definitely considered to be walked into, like the smelter dome over here on the left hand side. That's something that I'm pretty sure you'd love to drive around in there. Maybe like the dome in Saints Row 2, where the mission where Marrow ends up driving over Jessica in the demolition dome. Something like that. There's a mall over here on the left hand side. You could go inside of that and hope, and maybe what if that is like Saints Row 2, where you can just walk around and just go and see different things, and maybe there's different areas you can take pictures of, because that's something tourist attraction things that they said was in the game as well. There's a casino. Can you imagine if we could walk inside the casino? Like, say in Saints Row the Third, there was sort of kind of a casino, but what if it was actually a casino? Maybe we may not be able to gamble, even though that would be cool. We may not be able to play pool, even though that would be cool. But actually just being able to go inside at all would be game changing, in my opinion. There's Meeker Square. I don't know if that's a mall as well, but that might be something we could walk into. The Museum of Santa Elisa. What if there's a way for us to unlock certain historical facts about this town? And as you go walk around town, or as if you drive around town and you take pictures of these certain landmarks, that opens up a section of the museum, or it opens up kind of a factoid in the museum when you go inside and you actually look and see it. Just spitballing ideas, but that's a baseline of what could be something we could look into in this game. But let me know your thoughts on this. Where do you think this should go? Do you think that this game should have that kind of aspect to it, considering that this is on next gen hardware, considering this is the biggest map they've ever had? Do you think that we're going to see more open areas in this game, more ways for us to interact, more ways for us to feel like this is a true open world game? Can we go to the Smelter Dome and actually drive around in it? Can we go to the mall and maybe not go to every single store, obviously, but actually just be able to walk around in it at all? Go to the museum, go to the county fairgrounds, go to Meeker Square. Just being able to walk inside of a building and actually know that you can walk in there instead of it just being a plastered image you can't walk into, the doors are shut and there's nothing there. Let me know your thoughts on this. I feel like that's something that this game absolutely needs to have in it in order for us to really feel like this is a true open world game, that this is something we can take our time and spend hours and hours exploring and actually looking into and actually feeling like we want to be here, feeling like we want to live in Santo Ileso if this was an actual place to live. That's what makes an open world game. Yes, you can have NPCs. Yes, you can have activities. Yes, you can have the story. But if you actually feel like the world is alive and you can actually walk inside these buildings and actually see what's inside and actually interact, that is what makes the game to me. So thank you guys again for listening. I appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Before I go, I want to say thank you to my Patreon subscribers, as you can see on the screen right now. If you want to have your name on this list and shouted out at the end of each video and at the end of each episode of the Flowcast, go to patreon.com. The link is down in the description below. $1 or more gets you a shout out, and $5 or more gets you full access to all of my content early before anyone else. So go to patreon.com right now and subscribe today.